Hi, this is Gabby. The Gab is the show. Easter weekend. April is here, and we actually saw sun, and there's a lot of sunshine on the show today because I have Beth Gruitch with me, one of my old and not in age in knowing pals for years. And Beth, you have so many restaurants. I'll say good morning and let you say all the names.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Abby. Thank you so much for having me on the show today. My business partners and I have Rioja, Bistro Vendome, Ultreia, and Stoic and Genuine, all downtown Denver.
On all huge hits, and what a place to be hit COVID. I mean, when they
Right?
downtown is not the place they've made it to be.
No,
And
it's been pretty tough.
I think you ought to tell people that you're not exactly at home because there's a lot of background noise.
There is. I'm sorry about that. Getting one last day of skiing, and my boyfriend David and I came up yesterday to A Basin and thought we'd get the last two of the season in, just get some little vitamin D up here and relax a little bit before the big weekend.
Well, I'm getting my vitamin D because it's going to be 70 something and sunny. Okay, enough of our climate. You have survived.
We have. We're coming out on the other end of this thing.
Okay, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about each of the restaurants, maybe, and what they're doing, so we have an overall idea what's happening.
Absolutely. So all of our restaurants are at about 25 capacity still because we just don't have the space inside to expand. So we'll start with Rioja. So Rioja, we've got an extended patio which goes out onto Larimer Square, which is completely pedestrian now, and it's super fun. I don't know if it's going to be permanent. We're looking for that.
I hope so.
Oh, it's so great. It's just so nice to go down there and walk around and not have to, it just changed the whole environment. So we're really pushing for that. And this weekend, of course, we have Easter brunch on Sunday and Easter dinner. But also we've added at Rioja. We've also added on, we've done some really cool wine dinners. We've done this wine dinner series. And so our next one coming up is sake. And it's the third Wednesdays of the month. And then we'll have rosé, which is going to be one of my favorites.
That's my favorite in the world.
So then you should probably come to it, Gabby, if you're feeling like it.
I feel like I love rosé.
Me too. Me too. But the wine dinners have been really fun.
When you do a wine dinner, they are attended in person, right?
We actually do both. You can attend in person or you can also do it virtually. And that's been so much fun. So it started out as Jen Jasinski, my business partner, and Jen Alderton, who works for Olay Imports. We all went to Spain and Portugal together. And we didn't have any fun at all, I can tell you. We didn't drink any wine. We didn't have any fun. So we wanted to kind of relive it. Yeah, exactly. We wanted to do this wine dinner series because we had so much fun, and then we brought in some of the wineries that we visited, and we did these dinners. And so what we would do is we would tape them at Jen's house, so you could get how the instructions, because you would get the food partially done, and then you would finish it at the house. And we talked about the wineries and the wine and the pairing, and it's been really, really fun. And so we started that back in, I think it was last August. And it's just been a great way for people to still be able to have restaurant quality and cook at home. So it's been really cool. So we're going to continue those. The menu's changing. It's springtime, so that's exciting. I like spring food, so all the greens and stuff. It's always great time.
For those of us who have no desire to cook at home, you have it spaced so people can come and attend the dinner.
Absolutely. Most definitely. Everything is 6 foot distancing. And like I said, we're still at about 25% in our dining room. So yes, come on down. But we're taking all the precautionary measures, masks, sanitizing, you know, all of
Okay.
the,
Is
all the things that have
Rioja
become.
open for brunch, lunch, dinner, all now?
We are. So we added a new concept. It's called Flavor Dojo, and that's our lunch concept, Monday through Friday. We do brunch on the weekends and dinner 7 nights a week.
And what is brunch? What? Your lunch.
Oh, lunch is called Flavor Dojo,
Okay, and that
and
is
it's healthy. It's kind of like healthy greens and grains, and we do all of these bowls that are super fun and they're delicious. Like one of them is a soba noodle bowl, but then if you really don't want to, it's not all healthy. We also have our lamb burger, which has been on the menu from day one, and it's
there. You got me. That's better.
yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's
Healthy
healthy in a
isn't my
sense.
thing. Yeah.
It's not everybody's thing, but and they're they're healthy in a sense, but they're so flavorful and so delicious.
Oh,
They really are.
well, Jen is a fabulous chef, so I'm sure whatever it is, it's wonderful. And you're my wine girl, so all right. So this is Rioja, and it's open 7 days a week.
7 days a week. Yep.
And
And
across the street,
Gloucester is our little Bistro Vendome, and we have a tent out on our patio right now, but we're getting ready to take it down because it's the best patio in town. We truly and we planted this week, so we've got pansies out there. It's starting to feel like spring. We just did a Laws dinner, Al Laws whiskey, and that was super fun this week. So we're gonna plan some more of those events that I think will be really awesome.
bistro is secluded, even though it's on Learning Square, and the patio is fabulous.
Yeah, it's just such a special little restaurant, and I always say to people that it's French food, but it's so approachable and so it's not heavy or any of that stuff. It's just really approachable. The steak tartare is my favorite. The crepes are delicious. And we do dinner 7 nights a week, and then we do brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. And Easter, of course, we'll do a big brunch. So we're looking forward to seeing people, coming back out that have been vaccinated and are feeling comfortable with it.
Right, I agree. Now we move over to Union Station.
Union Station, we have 2 restaurants there. We have Stoic and Genuine, which is our seafood restaurant. All our seafood is out of the water less than 24 hours. It's so fresh and delicious. And our chef, Justin, is doing such an amazing job there. I just really, his talent, some of his curry stuff that he's doing is delicious.
Oh, wow.
Spicy and hot.
Now, is there a problem getting seafood during the corona and all the closing?
No, we had some problems with some of our purveyors just because people are not working and things like that. But I feel like we're back in a great space where people are back to work, and the world has decided to we're gonna make it through this thing.
We are.
So,
yes, we are. And they're open when?
So we do 7 lunches and 7 dinners. This Sunday we are offering some brunch items and some really fun stuff to do with that. Both Bistro and Stoic, I forgot to mention. We also did take-home kits and things like that. But again, we're seeing more people gathering at their homes this year or gathering in the restaurants.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask after you talked about the restaurant whether you're doing takeout still.
We are, and we do most of our items unless they just don't travel well. But
I agree. Life has changed. When
Yeah.
you pick up that, you have to make it simpler to make it work. I've yet to meet a French
Absolutely.
friend who's come to travel to my house that I think is really
Yeah.
good. It just doesn't work. So
No, it doesn't. And plating, a big part of our our experience is the experience of the plating of the food, and it's hard to do that in a cardboard box. Let's be
That's
honest.
even as a person who's had to pick up, pulling it out and putting it on a plate, I'm not the talented chef. That guy who's back there picking on arugula or something. Now, we haven't mentioned Ultreia, which is a totally different
Yeah. So Ultreia is our Spanish and Portuguese tapas pincho concept, and it's also in Union Station. And it's just that little restaurant is everything we thought about when we were in Spain, in Portugal. A little place where you can do some small plates, but we also have raciones, which are a little bit larger style plate. And it's just, bless you.
country.
Adam Brantz is our chef there, and he is just incredibly talented with flavors. And I just really enjoyed watching that restaurant progress into where it is. We are going to we're going to start our paella program back. So
Okay,
on
that was my
Saturdays,
next question.
yeah, Saturdays it's back, and we'll be doing that out on the patio one time a day. And I think our paella is probably one of the best in town.
I've never had it, so
Oh, well, we'll have to get you over there because it's delicious. We're also doing that in a catering format. So we just did a catering last week where
oh
we
wow.
we went to this woman's home and did a birthday party for her boyfriend, and it was super fun. It was super safe. Everyone was distanced, masked, and we cooked the paella right there. And we did some croquetas for him, a little salad, and pan con tomate. And it was like the perfect little birthday celebration. It's just really fun, and we have a good time doing it.
That sounds fabulous. Do your other restaurants do catering?
Absolutely, we'll do anything. We'll cater anything. We get the most requests for paella because it's about the experience, and we're cooking it live there, which is what I love about it. So it's nice and fresh. But we're happy to do any catering, and we have, and we're starting to get more and more requests for that, which is also a sign that our world is getting back to reality of.
Okay, I do have a question. If I go to pick up in any of your restaurants, Larimer Square or Union Station, how does one get there to get the food when everything's closed off?
So at Union Station, there's a loading zone right in front of Ultreia, and we'll actually run it out to you with
Okay,
no problem. And same thing too at Larimer, we can meet you on like 15th Street or 14th Street on the side roads there. There's a loading zone in front of what used to be Euclid Hall, and there's a loading zone in front of Ocean Prime. So we're happy to bring it out to you. Yeah, just give
okay.
us a call and let us know.
Well, I think people like me who are watching the show now want to know because I think often you really want something and you think, I know those streets are blocked off.
Like,
Where are you going to park and where are you going to get it? I assume valet parking has changed both in Larimer Square and, in Union Station as it has everyplace else.
most definitely. I think this is the first week I actually saw valet parking at Union Station.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had been. I think they were parking over at the Oxford,
Oh,
and so just to kind of consolidate the businesses. And then the valet on Larimer has been in front of Ocean Prime or Capitol Grill. So either one of those.
oh, well, that's not so bad.
No, it's not bad at all, and it's still. And we also work with our to-go businesses through Talk, and Talk partners with one of the delivery companies, so you can still also get our food delivered to you as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you don't want to come
Let's do
down,
everything.
yep, we're trying, trying to
And
make it really easy.
you know what? It's been very unhappy for those of us at home. It's been a nightmare
Yeah,
for all of you, who I just have to commend, trying to keep people together, trying to keep your places COVID free, keep your help. I mean, there's a disaster with everything at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely been the most challenging year of my career. And I've been in this business for 35 plus years, and it's been tough. But you realize who the survivors are and who are going to fight for it. Get really creative, and that's what we've done, and we're not willing to give up. We've worked too hard for this.
You can't give up. People like you much too much. You're much loved. And I am watching all the skiers behind you. They just left. They keep walking through, and I assume whatever restaurant you're in is playing music and taking orders. And
They are.
I know you want to go skiing. Is there anything we haven't talked about? I'd love to just gossip for another 15 minutes, but I don't think so. We'll do that on our own.
Yeah. I think one thing I will say is that I'm really, really happy to see people planning their weddings this year. Corporate business is starting to come back, and so we're happy to do. We do rehearsal dinners. We do it all. So let us cater your event at your house if you're having a family reunion or a wedding or whatever, and please eat out and support local and support your people
I
out there.
think you'll see now that many of us, and I hope all of us, are getting vaccinated or are vaccinated. I think you'll see. Hey, Jude, I think you'll start seeing everybody back. I think we all have cabin fever. And it's Rioja, Ultreia, Stoic and Genuine, Bistro Vendome, and they're all open every night. So you can go to their webpage. And Jennifer Jasinski is the chef, and Beth Gruitch is the wine girl, blah, 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 and everything else. They are two lady partners who have put Denver on the map. You guys are great. Thank you,
Gabby,
all.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Give David a kiss. Ski for me.
I will.
That means have another drink.
There we go. I'll have a Bloody Mary for you.
And we'll have to play some. Thank you, thank you. Much love. And happy
Thank
Easter
you so much.
to all. Be well. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, Gabby.